Around 60 military have stationed on a small mountain of Kyat Yoe Pyin village, northern Maungdaw, Arakan state, and have been raiding the village since afternoon on 25 June 2017, according to local sources. On 26 June early morning, they arrested 3 innocent inhabitants of the village without any reasons known who were going to the Eid ground to perform Eid prayer, and tied brutally their hands and feet with a big rope, and then started beating them up mercilessly with strong wooden sticks, and they also did not allow the other pedestrians to move to and from there in the village. These inhabitants are still not identified. Now the military have spread to every corner of the village, and so the villagers are scared to move around because the military is harassing the passerby with threats such as snatching, robbing, beatings, among others. On 26 June 2017, at around 8 a.m., hundreds of military and border guard police, in collaboration with local extremist Rakhines, have sieged Botali Hamlet, Pauk village tract of northern Maungdaw, chased the villagers and raided the village. When the women and children have been besieged at a location near the market, and the male villagers have escaped to the nearby mountains, leaving their homes, Rakhines extremists from touring Rakhine village looted the village, killing whomever they met and attacking violently, according to eyewitnesses. There are several reports of killing and missing persons, but the victims are not yet identified. On 25 June, at around 11 a.m., as well as dozens of military, BGPs and Rakhine villagers have raided the village, and they forced the villagers to vacate their homes and besiege them at the market, letting the Rakhines rob the households, but there were no reports of killing, missing persons, or violent attacks. Burmese brutal regime once again accelerated crimes against humanity, like slaughtering Rohingyas along with extremist Rakhine mobs on 26 June, according to suffering locals. In the tragic incident, military, BGP, Lunteng, along with mobs arrived in the village of Kyambong in northern Maungdaw from 3 to 4 different directions in small groups of 10 to 20 at 8 a.m. right immediately after the Eid prayer. Later, they raided the entire village, rounded up the women, and interrogated them about their men, whom fled to jungles due to fear of brutal regime and their inhumane torture. The raid became a human-made catastrophe when they started hunting men in the jungles, where they slaughtered 6 Rohingyas. Locals fear of other 4 men to be slaughtered in their custody in lying position. Following that, they tortured and injured any Rohingya they find, leaving villagers in extreme fear and misery. Details of the slaughtered victims and the missing are yet unknown. According to locals and the situation in Arakan, Burmese authorities are once again trying to create an unrest in Arakan following their genocidal countdown on Rohingya since the rule of the Burmese regime in Myanmar. In the violent attack and raid conducted by the military and BGP in collaboration with Rakhines on Botali Hamlet of Kyambong village tract, northern Maungdaw, 25th June on Eid Day, 2 men are missing and several others severely injured. They are still missing while the villagers have traced a location in a mountain with blood, and so they are worried about the fate of the 2 victims. On 27 June 2017, since morning, another hamlet called Botali Hamlet have been under siege, attacked and raided by military, BGP and Rakhine extremists. In the morning, some villagers have fled to neighboring village, but currently they have besieged the hamlet from every side. All the villagers are forced together at a place, vacating their homes, while Rakhines are looting them, moving all the valuables, destroying them, and vandalizing sacred sites and things. Normally, these villagers were stable even in post-2012 period and 9 October operations, but the local authorities and Rakhines were trying extremely hard to destabilize them. Finally exploiting the disputes between four Rakhines on 24 June 2017, the armed authorities and Rakhines have started violent attacks afresh on Rohingya villages one by one. For a couple of hours, we have been losing our contact at the region as the village is under siege and being attacked. Burmese Navy shot dead a Rohingya fisherman in Nav River, and 15 innocent Rohingyas were arrested by Burmese Army on 27 June 2017, reports a local. In the first incident at 10 a.m., Burmese Navy shot a Rohingya to death and extorted 100,000 kyats from another fisherman, whom were fishing in the Nav River for daily livelihood. Earlier on 26 June at 5 p.m. in the village of Kulhali, northern Maungdaw, a person named to be Nurul Islam was attacked by some unknown group, whom were later admitted to the hospital. According to locals, he along with Burmese regime are using his unusual incidents as an excuse to arrest innocent Rohingyas in the region. According to reports we received, 15 Rohingyas were arrested, from whom 7 were identified. Identification of other 8 and fate of all the 15 innocent Rohingyas in the military custody are yet unknown, leaving villagers in fear of increasing the death toll of Rohingyas.